Good morning, guys. This is the 18th episode of my fascinating journey by electric bike from Sochi to Vladivostok. You're on a channel called Smetkin Syndrome. Smetkin Dima. It's me. I'm riding a bike with an assistant. The assistant is not some person who rides next to me. The assistant is an electric pedal turning assistant. I spent the night, I don't know where. It was somewhere outside Chelyabinsk. The local internet here did not allow me to see the distance ahead. Come on. He wouldn't even let me send voice messages. Today is May 11th. At the moment, we are exactly 1 month on the road, and I drove exactly 1/3 of the entire distance. On what day of the journey will I start hitting the battery mounts, eh? The bike is almost complete. It took me less than 40 minutes to get out of bed. Now I still need to have breakfast. Next, we hold our fists for the internet and for the hotel. The temperature is now plus 4 degrees Celsius. I don't want to stay in a wet tent at night, and with a dead battery on the bike. Yes, it seems that when traveling by electric bike, preference should be given to hotels. Because for me, it is absolutely vital to have sockets. What kind of tent can there be if I lose 6 hours charging my bike in the morning? If I was sure that I wouldn't need a tent, then this whole black suitcase could go home. Hello, I've been wondering all along why there are cars driving along the highway with the front completely taped up.
And that's from hitting rocks.
Protection from stones? It's clear.
8,000 kilometers from Vladivostok, anything can happen. Someone drives cars for sale, but we bought them for ourselves.
Does it make sense to move cars from Vladivostok now? Is it cheaper?
This car costs $5,000 less in central Russia.
Wow, and I thought they were sealing all the hoods to insulate the radiator.
There is a village on Lake Baikal from where you can go down to the shore. Mantarika is called. You can enter through it.
Okay, that's it. Thanks a lot. Good luck. It's a good ride. So, Mantarika, I need to write it down while I'm still in my head. Let's show you what we have for today. I'm right here. We will drive forward towards Kurgan, where there are many hotels. Then we have the tourist hotel, but it is very close to us. It is only 180 kilometers away. The ideal distance for me is this hotel, Melnitsa. It's 216 kilometers away. But first of all, I can't get through there. Secondly, there are no photos. Thirdly, everything suggests that this is a cafe. I went to their website, and there were only pictures of food and banquet halls. Well, then we only have this series of models. I'm 263 kilometers from the nearest one, and you need to call them for booking. Hello. Is this the Razdolya Hotel?
Yes.
Tell me, is there a room available for today? One person.
Do you need a shower and toilet or a simple one?
Well, if there's a shower and toilet, then it's his.
The cost of accommodation is $20.
Okay, then I'll call you during the day if I can make it to you. What time is the check-in?
Check in at any time and check out before 12 p.m.
Yeah, it's okay. We are currently building a route to this hotel. I hate such healthy numbers so much, because now you will need to drive 60 kilometers, just so that the figure remains in 3 digits. Then another 100, so that the number just starts to become double digits and decrease. 260 kilometers to drive on a narrow shoulder. 260 kilometers of voltage.
Okay.
And what is it? Why were you scared at the sight of the balloon? There's a giant lake on the right. The lake is called Lake Chesnakova. It's right almost to the horizon. Right now, there will be an area ahead where everything will consist of nothing but lakes. They will lie in perfect circles. There will even be a settlement called either Manuzersk or Thousandozersk. And when you open the map, it's like everything is covered in craters. Wow, 1,000,000 lakes. An important reporting point. Let's look at the numbers. I've been on the road for exactly 1 hour. The distance is 25.8, almost 26 kilometers. If you drive like this for 10 hours without stopping, shopping. Then in 10 hours, we will have time to get to the hotel. The reverse movement is over. Now the cars have to go to my meeting, so I decided to move to the new side of the road, which is still closed. I think it's safer this way. No, I crawled back out anyway, because I don't want to run into a head-on meeting with cars later, and they still have to wait. Then think about where to move to this side. I'm gonna drive here for now, along these pebbles on the side of the road. Reverse motion again. It just turned red. I do not even know where it is better to go. On the wrong side of the road again, considering that it's very narrow here. Or would you have to wait and drive in your lane, but then irritated drivers will honk their horns at my back? Yeah, that might be funny right now. Left, right. I almost hit my shoulder. What a beautiful lack of curb. Look, I almost caught up with the car that was coming my way. Damn, are you sure you're on the federal highway? Oh, we almost missed the moments of truth. Wait, how long are we going? We've been driving for 2 hours now, pedaling for 2 hours and 6 minutes. We drove 52 kilometers. I wonder if you can drive 104 kilometers in 4 hours. Guys, how about you tell me? How can it be expensive? Not somewhere out there in the courtyards, in a very small town, in the farthest area, but it's terrible. I can't even imagine how many wheels break through here every day. Okay, let's make a stop. I need to drink some water.
The route has been rebuilt.
No, guys, this is not a stop. It's just that the eyes need to take a break from the glasses. Walk around a bit. No, we divide 100 kilometers into many, many sections. Don't worry, although I understand that this is exactly what the hack consists of. That's how extra time is added to the ride. But it will be much worse if your mouth goes dry. And gas stations and a store don't meet at all. The trees end, the field begins. And that means there's going to be a wind coming from somewhere, most likely on the right. Somewhere else we need to find the strength to drive almost twice as much. What do we have here? 110 kilometers have been covered. Whoa! The curb is like a washing board. It's just that a guy with cat food is walking somewhere towards Moscow. My head is hot, but the weather is cold, and the wind is cold. For the same reason, I don't want to take off my vest. It will blow out all the heat at once. Well, no, it's not hard. It's not heavy. It's not viscous. Well, that's it. I'm tired of sitting here. In principle, I even thought about taking a hotel that is 20 kilometers away. But there is a travel service. It's just that the cashback will be refunded. Still, it's a plus. It is located in Makushino. It's a little further away from the place where I first wanted to rent a hotel. That is, in the morning it would be 288 kilometers away. Why do I want to take her? Because with cashback, it turns out to be generally very cheap. Yes, I want to drive 20 kilometers more at night without effort for the sake of saving $5. And another plus is that tomorrow it will be about 200 kilometers from the city of Ishim. And I have to go to Ishim tomorrow to surprise you with something. I hope it can be done. Damn, just look at how many lakes there are. Look, we drove 122 kilometers, 4.5 hours on the way. In my opinion, these are record numbers so far. We've always had a trip of 100 kilometers, like 4 hours and 18 minutes, something like that. There were 142 kilometers left to the hotel to which we were driving, up to the new 155. Damn. After all, Kurgan is shorter along the circumference than through the city. Now, for the first time in our lives, we will book a hotel with a rating of 2 out of 5. Why are you wearing glasses the other way around? You're the doctor. Are you a club doctor?
Oh, yo.
Let me feel a little bit like a human being, almost safe. Wow, the car looks like it's gonna fall. It even got interesting. Wow, 305,000 people live in Kurgan for the year 2023. Oh, I might have gotten out dangerously. Come on, car. The car, come on.
Ё-моё!
Let's try it. So that's why I rode so cheerfully today. The wind was just blowing at my back today. Everything has become even narrower. Wow, I missed the moment. The battery died. We should at least get out of here. Oh, we don't fit in here. She gave up a little early. Now this wind is pushing me sideways. Listen, right now the battery would have run out on the road. An unpleasant situation. Hi, it's me. We've arrived. We didn't reach the cafe 1 kilometer away. This is such a city.
Oh.
Look, it looks pretty gloomy. The roads, of course, are so-so. I remember there was a period when the roads in my city were, almost unofficially, the worst in Russia, but they were about the same there, even on the big wide avenues. That's such an ass. Listen, you understand that this is not for life at all. This road is not for cars. In other words, it seems to me that when roads are like this, people should be officially exempt from vehicle tax. It's just a combo here. Patches, cut off layers of asphalt, patches. Listen, well, it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Is this a joke? Guys, what's with the shawarma? I don't understand. understand. Oh, that's where she is. Look, the shawarma is closed. That, of course, threw me back in time to some year 1995. There are more than just roads here. Here, well, judging by the signs, judging by what is located on the first floors of the houses, time seems to have stopped. I get the impression that if I go inside now, I'll come out and not see the bike. Sushi paradise, sushi rolls, noodles. Well, basically, noodles can be eaten. Is there a place where you can sit? Funny jokes, guys. You don't have shawarma in your barrow, and you don't have noodles either. Why is the dude sitting there then? I didn't ask, of course, about the rolls. If there were any rolls. Are you sure there was no disaster here? Well, because it can't be like that. Look, there's a piece of asphalt that fell into the sewer. Look, this is probably the main street. There is asphalt, markings are drawn on it. Wow, the church is so beautiful and big. Instead of roads, believe in a miracle, and the roads will come true. Let me guess. Is this the Central Park in Kurgan? No, it looks like him. No, guys, well, I can't get past that. Trans-Ural Trading House, another church. That's where all the money went. Look, they have a swing there, and a red telephone booth, just like in England, and flags, and a monument. Oh, and the swing. Where did you get the money for all this, friends? Admit it. What kind of cafe chain is this? Shawarma, which is closed everywhere in such tents. Listen, it's really hot outside for normal life. People probably don't realize that I'm so wrapped up, and I'm also wearing almost 3 pants. Well, guys, let's go on. Let's eat. It wasn't as pleasant as I had planned. I can't say that I just sat out with pleasure. Well, that's probably why I spent a little less than an hour. It suddenly became very hot outside. I decided to go without a hoodie, without a hat, without gloves. I decided to enjoy the sun. Yes, I think the motorcycle movement is not developed here at all. Drivers don't think when they see me in the mirrors. They don't understand whether they should give me a place or not. Well, it's just a small town. It's just a small town. Drive in the wrong lane? Why are there no oncoming cars at all? Look, it's like I broke the system. The main thing is that the system doesn't break me. Don't worry, it's not for me. Although, of course, I would be surprised, but I wouldn't even slow down. Well, Kurgan, I hope that's it. Is this a checkout? Yes. Let me step aside so that the police won't be embarrassed at all. Yes, the area has been severely flooded here. From the bridge, everything is left and right in the water. I was afraid that the wind was going to get in my way. It seems that we are facing the wind, and a very strong wind at that. We need to see if there will be a difference between the shields now. Damn, listen up. Yes, there is a difference. Here, apparently, the truck turned over with maps and atlases. Wow, damn. Didn't anyone even take the waste paper?
Yo.
For 100 plus kilometers, you need to buy something more than 1 chocolate bar. Damn, the wind wore me out. I've driven maybe 10 kilometers. I don't want coffee, it's going to be hot inside. Maybe an energy drink. I do not know why there is such a set. It's at times like this that you start to get dumb. You know, it feels like I haven't had enough shawarma. Does it usually happen that you eat, and in the end you want more chocolate? But by the way, this condition also comes from constant improper eating. It's a beautiful view. Oh, how great, how nice. There are 2 very gigantic lakes on the left and right. I can see them from here. You can just see them from here as a black stripe. The lake is even closer on this side, but there's no way to approach him in any particular way. There, beyond the grass, I see water. It's like a swamp, and he also has some kind of unrealistically long swollen shore. Swampy, about 50 meters probably. It's time to change clothes. I don't know how long there is left to go. I want to surprise myself when I see it. I have a feeling that if I lean the bike, it won't hold up. Look, it's standing, it's not falling. I'm going to need a laundry room in this 2 out of 5 rated hotel today. Laundry room? Yes, at least a washing machine. It is necessary that all things are dry by morning. I won't be able to put myself in these creaky clothes tomorrow. Okay, let's go. On horseback. My ass, it's good that you're used to this seat. We could stop here, by the way. A hotel, yes, in the open. 17 kilometers closer. They would have been settled by now. Oh, everything is gorgeous. I can start with coffee and a hot dog in the morning. That's not bad. I like. Is it that straight? It's me in the village. Seriously. Are you sure? I wonder how the hotel could end up on the edge of the most extreme village. Just an extreme house. Are you serious? Are you kidding? But there can be nothing there. But it's true. Wow. This must be my paradise. So now, guys, let's see what we have so far. The distance is 283 kilometers. Travel time is 10 hours and 50 minutes. The average speed is 26 kilometers per hour. The climb is small. 1 kilometer is almost 300 kilometers away. No, I don't want that kind of adventure anymore. It would be great to travel long distances. But I'm just so dizzy right now. Imagine, it's just an attraction in the head and in the legs. I was able to find only 2 outlets in this room. 1, 2. And then there was one thing I wanted to plug into the refrigerator to cool the water, because there is no water anywhere here. But there is a kettle. You will have to boil and cool the water in the kettle. I don't have any water left. No, I'm not going to burn a hole in it.